We're live?
Are we live? We're live.
We're live. Oh my god.
Where are we live?
We are so live. We are live in a very special place. It's a very special day. We have so many special announcements. We feel so special.
Lots of special.
Oh my god.
Lots
So
of special.
where are we?
Right now, we are in the soon-to-be-open littleBits store.
We are so excited.
Which is why we have all of these goodies behind us and a couple of goodies here.
Many goodies. So we have like an amazing secret preview for all of you today. Special secret preview for our community. It's a little bit noisy, as you can hear, because we're in the store and
They're
everything.
Still setting up. They're still getting things together.
But we can't wait to talk to you more about it. We have a very special guest, Scott Rostling, who is going to be joining us and talking to us.
Soon to materialize right here.
Right here. It's going to come right from the back. The store has magic capacities. But we also have amazing other announcements. Today is the day that we're going to announce the BitOlympics winners. Da-da-dun-dun.
Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun.
Da-da-dun-dun.
Bum-bum-bum-bum.
Ba-bum.
Bum.
Ba-bum. So anyway, we have two amazing special guests. We have Zuraida Butter from the Netherlands. She's a playful arts curator. She's joining us live and one of our judges. And also Renaud Bedard, if I didn't kill his last name, joining us from Toronto. He's an amazing game developer, has developed a music score for his latest indie game. He works at Happy Games, and he was recently at Sonar playing a set with the synth and performing there.
It was amazing. If you haven't seen it, you can scroll back in our Instagram feed from a couple of weeks ago. We have some videos.
And check it out. It's
awesome.
pretty cool. So we have the pack agenda. First, a little bit of house rules. Welcome to all the newbies and to the veterans. If you are new to our Hangout, just so you know, the way we run the community call is we have half an hour of special guests, announcements, and props in the big screen. So make sure you press play if you haven't already. And then we're going to break up into rooms. And today we're going to experiment.
Right.
It's a day of special things, we told you. So we're going to ask you to create your own rooms and kind of chat and meet in real virtual life with each other and talk about things that interest you. Okay?
Community call like no other community call
No other.
before.
It's the best. And in the store. Oh my god, so it's time. Coming from the store live, Scott Rostling.
Hey, Chloe, hey, Dave.
Hey,
in the
Scott.
store, in the store, people just pop up from the floor.
Yeah, it's magical. Yeah. You have to come. So yeah, where are we, Scott?
So we're in the littleBits store. The first store that littleBits has opened, pop-up. We've been thinking about this store for years now, and just within the last couple of months, realized that this is a vision that can come to life for us. So great to be here with you all.
And we're in, I think, a very unique and special part of the store right now. You'll notice behind us the sorts of things.
Yeah.
What happens in this part of the store?
Yeah. So the store was designed, really part lab and part store. So a real big element is workshops.
Yeah.
We wanted to bring in people who love to create, love to build, and invite them into our home, to a space that we love, and allow them to invent their own projects, to build on some projects that we have here on display that can be remixed and collaborated on. So really a wide open space, over 2,000 square feet. Some selling, but really to create a workshop environment and a lab for creating inventions large and small.
Amazing.
So exciting.
When does it open officially? Are we open today?
No, we are starting to put the pieces in place. We're officially opening on Friday. So come on in. If you live in New York or
11 a.m.
Stop by the store.
If you don't live in New York, book your train tickets or plane
Exactly.
tickets now.
Yes.
Make sure you come with purple outfits. We can help you make them in the store.
That's right.
If you don't have them.
Yeah.
We can't wait for our community to have a new space and for everybody to be meeting and inventing here in New York. Yeah.
Can't wait to have you all.
Okay, well, let's go and keep building the rest of the store.
right.
This is only the part that's ready, so.
Thanks a lot. Take care.
Thank you.
Bye. And off he goes to his magic hole. Okay, so moving on, we have two amazing special guests. I'm so excited about our guests tonight, Renaud and Zuraida. Do you guys want to say hello? Let's make sure.
Hi. Need to find the unmute button there. Hello.
Hello. I was wondering, like, maybe we can start and you can tell us a little bit about your experience at Sonar, and how you came up with the whole concept for the set, and how was it in Barcelona?
That was a really, really good time. I've never been to Spain or Barcelona before, so just going there was amazing. But the festival was outstanding. Like, I keep hearing about Sonar for the past, I don't know, 4 or 5 years, and I never thought that I would go. And then I was invited by littleBits to perform as kind of like the community part of their, like they wanted to showcase, or you wanted to showcase the community and show a music set built not by the creators of littleBits, but also by the people using it. So I went there and I just started using, I'll get it out here, this amazing little machine, the Korg SQ1. That I managed to get my hands on because one of my friends sold it.
Can we see it again, Renaud? Because the hangout was just showing us and not you.
Oh, sorry. So that's the Korg SQ1. It's another, like, it's a 16-step sequencer made by Korg that integrates pretty well with littleBits. And I thought, like, I'd already done some stuff with just littleBits with sequencers and 4 steps and stuff, but it becomes really loopy, really fast, and I thought I couldn't entertain like an hour of synth with just the basic stuff. But using the Korg also and connecting it with this, and I made a little Arduino module, a script for the Arduino module that made a time division so that I could have kind of a song structure going on, and it went super well. I was really happy with it. And it seemed like there's a lot of kids like listening to the show and feeling like they were watching something built in front of them. It was a really good reaction.
Amazing. How did you start playing with littleBits? I'm just curious. Like, how did you discover the synth or start playing with them?
I actually don't remember the first time I heard about them, but I think it was just like online I saw an ad or something, and I was like, oh, that seems really cool. Like, I've always wanted to get into like analog synth or building synth and stuff like that, but it seemed really like hard or time consuming or prohibitive, or you need to, like, there's a huge step to climb before you get to anything good. And littleBits was just like a really good stepping stone to get stuff that sounds nice and to have complete control on what you're doing. And it's just hardware, so I don't know. It feels very direct, and I really like to just play. I had the basic synth kit at the beginning, and then I bought like more and more stuff, and now it's kind of out of hand. But that's good, right?
We know the feeling.
Yeah.
Zuraida, you're also into games and play, which is why I thought this would be such a great community call to talk a little bit more about play. I'd love to hear from you a little bit about your work also as a playful arts curator, and maybe some of your, like, what does playful culture mean, and maybe what are some of your favorite examples?
Hey, yeah, thank you for inviting me. Can you hear me all right? Cool. Yeah, I think playful culture is basically all around us, with going to a lot of events and I see lots of playful stuff happening, and I'd like to bring that back to the to the community, to adults basically, to have a playful outlook on life. And yeah, I organize a lot of events that try to make that happen, and some of my favorite things is I go to a lot of different events, and there are events basically everywhere, and more and more are coming up, and that's really lovely to me, that I can go everywhere and then I can see playful communities springing up, which is very nice. And things like Indicate in the US or Wild Rumpus in the UK. These are all kinds of game-related events, but you can also see more and more other kinds of playfulness happen there. So it's not only games, but it's also playing with architecture or playing with food or playing with performance and different kinds of interactions and social interactions.
What are like some of your latest, this is a question for both of you, like what are some of your latest games or like playful interactions that you've seen that really inspired you, or like artists that you really admire?
It's a good question. I guess any kind of like artist that's able to play completely live with like loop pedals. Like you see a lot of artists that just come on stage with one instrument or one synth, and then they just layer their voice and multiple tracks of the same thing or different synth, but one at a time. And to have that kind of mastery of technology as well as like the improvisational like power to make that happen, I think it's really cool, and I want to get to that level.
Yeah, and for me, I see. I'm interested in too many things basically, but I'm really interested in interactive theater, for example, like what this is what Coney is doing in the UK, or there's also this thing going on with alternative controllers for video games. And that's really inspiring to see what kind of stuff people are making to have different interfaces to interact with what's on the screen or what's outside the screen, and what kind of social experiences that can make happen. Like, and there is this beautiful website now called Shake That Button, which like collects all of these different alternative controllers, which is really cool to see.
I have a question. Also, I think a lot of times when we do these sorts of activities that engage the public in open spaces, kids are so quick and willing to engage and play, but engaging adults and getting them to sort of overcome this, I don't know if it's a feeling of I'm an adult, I don't play anymore, or I'm sort of uncomfortable doing this in public. I'm curious the ways that you've found that it's been really successful in getting those people engaged and to sort of discover a playful spirit they maybe didn't know they had.
Yeah, well, it is indeed quite difficult to get them to play. It's really context dependent. So I organize a festival called Play for Arts Festival, and you know sort of that you can expect that you have to participate and that you just experience, and like we had, for example, frog suits that people had to put on, and then they could hop around a room that was sort of like a pond where they could like hop on. And I was actually surprised how many people were really enjoying that. But I guess that's because they could, have a suit that they could wear. Or we had some like doors in the middle of the city center in a public space where they could just open it, and then we had little sounds playing, and so they could make different soundscapes. And what you could see indeed was children, but also older people, like elderly people. They were really interested, and they were like exploring. And then, like in between that, it was more difficult. But we're slowly getting there and providing a context to for people to enable them to play, and that it's allowed to play. It makes it easier for them.
Awesome. We have some questions from the community. Bitsers keep coming them in. So here's some questions. For Zuraida, what's the biggest challenge you're finding getting people to accept the online environment for collaborative art making?
Well, online environment. I actually most of the stuff I do is actually based in physical space. So online is often just a step towards getting people together and make them collaborate in physical space. So yeah, I'm not doing a lot with online, making things happen online, but I just use it as a space to get the word out.
Yeah, I mean, what I love about online, especially about our community, is that it gives the opportunity to so many people from like different locations to kind of connect and collaborate and learn from each other that I guess otherwise they wouldn't. But it's always interesting, right? Like we see this in our community. We have our local chapters, and we all meet online here in the call. Renaud, you have a question as well. The question is, have you played with your phone and the MIDI bit?
I have not. I do have a MIDI bit, but I've never played with it. The reason why is I really like when I play with littleBits that it stays kind of completely analog, like there's no computer involved, even though like there's some scripting involved for Arduino, but it feels like there's very little friction. I don't have to think about like the interconnect between the computer and them, and I'm not that used to also working with tracker software like Ableton or stuff that would allow me to use the MIDI bit really good, and I don't have any other synth, so. Like it's, I want to kind of get there, but yeah, I realized that you could probably use your phone to communicate MIDI over, I don't know, wireless. I don't actually know.
We did have another question also about the Korg box, the sequencer that you were using. They wanted to clarify which one it was, and then maybe if you could just quickly describe how it connects with your littleBits and how you're using it.
So I actually have something set up, but it doesn't work. So I was only doing this idly while you were talking at the beginning. But anyway, that's the Korg box. The name is the Korg SQ1, so sequencer 1. So what it does, it's just like there's 16 knobs for pitch or whatever you would like. Like sometimes you control gate with them, sometimes it's pitch. And there's actually a littleBits, like it's all like headphone jacks at the top, so you plug in with like mono wires. But how you end up plugging with littleBits is you get a proto bit, and you plug 2 of these wires into the proto bit, and that allows you to like if you plug this into the littleBits out that's there, and then you use that as a like between a power and oscillator. You control the pitch of the oscillator with the frequency, like the value you set on the knobs, and you can set the speed with the tempo, so you can change the tempo. You can decide like which steps run, so you can make kind of a polyrhythmic kind of things, and it goes from 8 to 16 steps. You can set slide, so like it slides from one tempo, from one pitch to the other. There's a lot you can do with it. I'm only like still kind of experimenting with it and trying to understand like all that it can do, but like the interface with littleBits is really that one jack that allows you to send gate and kind of value as voltage. But there's also other ones, like it sends a pulse for sync, so you can match the tempo to something else, to an external thing like a Volca or other synths. I was actually able to use that pulse to control the tempo of other stuff running in littleBits by making a script. And that's what I was talking with the time division, is that I'm basically using a CV, like these CV bits, and I plug the sync out of the Korg that sends the tempo pulses into the CV, and then I parse that data, and I'm able to like make my own beats that follow the beat of the sequencer. So yeah, it's kind of cool.
That was super cool. Thanks for the explanation. Dave was going to try to. He left, and he went to the.
We have one in the store, and so I was going to compare. So apparently, in the store, we're using the MIDI bit instead of the proto bit. But that's one thing I always love, that there's more than one way to get things connected and to get things built.
There is a MIDI out, but I've never tried it. I don't even know what kind of data it sends, actually. I'm curious to try it out.
Cool. We should start a MIDI room after this is over in the Hangout and figure it out. Okay, but I think the big time has come for the BitOlympic winners, who are gonna get these amazing medals. It's very fancy.
Yeah. They're very comfy. They're very fancy.
Outfit.
They're very slick racing stripes.
Oh, the back.
Oh.
Back. Sorry.
Can't see because of the sun, but it says littleBits.
Yeah. Cool. And of course, prizes up to $5,000, so it's pretty exciting. Then there's just a small part, but everybody just wants this one. So we're ready to announce them. Zuraida and Renaud are going to make the honor. First of all, let's just say thank you so much to everyone. This was out of control. We got so many entrants. It was amazing until the wee hours of Sunday night, kind of getting everybody's projects up. We had more than 110 projects.
So wonderful to go through them all. It's so much playfulness and creativity and things that
amazing inventions. We were just blown away. But there were 110 entries, and we only have 9 awards. So it was very hard to make that selection. I'm sure Renaud and Zuraida and I know Aya had a hard time. But the time is now. And we're ready to announce them. Renaud, would you like to start with the first winner, who is on the category of football? Take it away.
So let's start with the Golden Shoe Award for football. Okay, so there seems to be 2 in the list. That's why I'm confused. Oh no, okay, it's the same thing. So sorry about that. So the Golden Shoe Award for football, the winner is I might mess up these names. I'm sorry. Borko Jonakovic and his family and friends from Belgrade, Serbia.
For the amazing Bit Soccer. What a great video also. That project was amazing. Next up, the award for the rhythmic gymnastics. Zuraida, do you want to take it away?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I'd like to say thank you for all the amazing projects, because it was amazing and beautiful to see all the things. So rhythmic gymnastics, the Big Air Award goes to Joey Wilson, Santa Fe. I don't know what name. Yay! Congratulations!
Congratulations, Joey, for his amazing dancing robot that also had a custom bit made for. Renaud, you want to take it away with the next award?
Let's do this. Yeah, I just want to say a word about the custom thing that was used for sound control. That blew my mind. It's really cool. And I really hope that's going to get into the Bit Lab, because it seems like a really promising thing. So the Track and Field Award, which is the Iron Bit Award, goes to 12-year-old Jamie from Ottawa, Canada, fellow Canadian. Bravo.
Downhill skiing next for the people in the southern hemisphere where it's winter. I only wish it was winter now in New York. It's so hot today.
And we're wearing jackets.
And we're wearing, but yeah, they're pretty jackets.
They are.
Pretty jackets.
Okay, so, sorry, which one was it? Downhill skiing, right? Yeah. So downhill skiing, or the Black Diamond Award, goes to Caroline Dahl, Stockholm, Sweden. Yay!
For her amazing project, Squeeze a Bit Ski. What a title. Okay, next up, table tennis.
So table tennis, which is the Top Spin Award, goes to Amnon Carmel and his students from Sydney, Australia.
Sydney taking it away. Okay, and then we have the most uploaded projects, the Record Breaker Award. Zuraida, who does that go to?
Okay, so most uploaded project. Record Breaker Award goes to Maria Renaud, Santiago, Chile, with 10 total projects. 10! Amazing.
Those 110, the 10 were Maria's.
That's an entire Olympic team right there.
An Olympic team ready to go with the most adorable members from her school. So the best documentarian, Renaud.
Best documentation of the event, the golden camera goes to Nicole Stumpf from Edmonton, Canada.
Oh, so many beautiful pictures we got from Edmonton. Amazing. We couldn't stop looking at them. Okay, so last but not least, this is the moment you've all been waiting for. Who is the Grand BitOlympian? The person who's going to take the one of everything and the glory of being the first ever BitOlympian team.
Do they get a bronze statue?
I think they do at this point. Okay, this is an amazing entry. It was unanimous amongst our judges. It's the Olive Wreath Award. It goes to Shooting Wang and her team of 7 others from Taipei, Taiwan, for her incredible project, The Respiration Game.
Woo!
Yeah.
Excellent. So we're gonna do a little bit of an experiment now. We'll see if it works. We're gonna invite the winners, if there are winners in the Hangout room, to join the call. So we're gonna mute a little bit. I'm gonna go to an Hangout and see if there's anybody there, and you guys want to join and talk a little bit about your project. Find the winners. Winners, join. Okay, there seems to be some technical difficulties, but who cares? We have the rooms. So we're going to thank you all for a great morning, afternoon, wherever you are, late night. Oh, no, we have somebody. Is it Maria Renaud with the 10 projects? Oh, my God. Hi, Maria.
Yes, hi.
Hello, Maria. Are you calling from Chile?
Yes, and I'm in the middle of a workshop here because we've got here 140 students. Look. Hey, guys. There's Carlos. And we're really just kind of stressed out here.
That's the spirit of the true BitOlympian. Always practicing, always in practice. Well, thank you so much for joining, Maria. We're going to meet all the winners in the rooms. And thanks so much for Renaud and Zuraida and Scott, who's somewhere in the store, for joining us today. New Yorker, don't miss out, 11 a.m. Friday. We're going to be waiting. Bye.
I don't think it's been mentioned, but also the